This part is about writing and reading from Excel in a real-time fashion. So first we're going to see how we can write from Python to Excel in a real-time way. And to do that, as you can see here, we're actually just using the active workbook. So I'm first of all firing up Excel if you haven't got an instance running, and we're just going to interact with that sheet here. That is my active sheet. So let's execute that command, and all that we do here in the first command is actually to format A1 so that it includes the seconds in our time format, date time format. And then here you can see that we actually have an indefinite while loop, which always writes the current time into my cell A1. So when we run that, you can see that I can see the clock ticking here. So that technology actually works if you, let's say, wanted to always show the latest price for some stocks. That would enable you to feed Excel using Excel Wings with the data stream of your interest. Whenever you stop Excel in the sense that you are busy doing other things, let's say here writing into a cell, then you can see the real-time feed here just stops until you're done and then resumes wherever you currently are at that real-time feed. So it actually retries to write to Excel as long as it, as Excel is blocked. Then after it's not blocked anymore, it writes out the values that it couldn't write out during that period of time. An important note about this feature is that you should be using Excel Wings 11.7, 0.11.7 at least, because previous versions of Excel Wings had an issue when you were clicking around in the cells that would actually break the call. So make sure you're using the latest version of Excel Wings if you want to use that feature. Now, to break or to stop an indefinite while loop, you have to actually interrupt the kernel, and in a Jupyter Notebook you can do that here. You can say kernel interrupt, and then you get the keyboard interrupt message here. If you would be using this, or if you would be executing this call from a command prompt, then you could also use Ctrl+C to stop the execution from a command prompt.